Good evening, everybody.
I just found the keys to a city. The beats are big and the lights are pretty. So why can't we get to the busy where the dreams are in the sky? You got me high, you got me high.
So you gotta ask yourself a question. Do you feel lucky? Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? So we're gonna do our first gun safety video. And my co-host isn't behind the camera, so I wasn't pointing the gun at him. So that's a good start, right? So what we're gonna go over is probably one of the easier guns to do gun safety on because of what it is. Right here we have almost the gun from Dirty Harry. It's a little shorter, just a little though. It's
that we tell your girlfriend. It's
Yeah.
only a little shorter.
Yeah. So we took a lot of time on our other videos, so we're gonna make this one as short as we can. We picked the easiest gun to go over. Wow, that's gonna show up awful. It's easy to go over because revolvers don't have any safeties on them.
Well, some do.
What revolvers have safeties?
I think some Smith & Wessons do.
Some?
I
Okay.
think there's some maybe in like the 70s or 80s.
All right. All right. The majority of revolvers don't have safeties on them, so it's very good to know the fundamental safeties of firearms when you're shooting a revolver. So the first thing you want to do before handling it a whole bunch is make sure it's unloaded. And that's basically your biggest safety on a revolver. So then you also want to keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. And we're not going to get into how these guns work, so we're just going to talk about how to keep it safe. So there's a few fundamental safety rules. One is don't touch the trigger until you're ready to shoot. The other is don't point it at anything you aren't willing to destroy. And one of the things I tell people to do is to treat it like a giant lightsaber, like a really, really long lightsaber.
I think you should also point out that you should always treat it like it's loaded, even if you know it's not.
You should always treat it like it's loaded, and that's also why Alfred's off on this side, and that's why the firearm's pointed this way. Stage right, stage left. And then it's also know your target and beyond when you're shooting. But the biggest thing for being safe with a revolver is, with any firearm really, is your brain. And it comes down to a lot of trigger discipline. And you keep your finger off the trigger. And you don't touch it until you're ready to shoot. And then you can make sure it's unloaded, check it once, check it twice. If you didn't open the cylinder all the way, which every gun is different, so my cylinder release mechanism is right there. You could have done that dump, it would have gotten hung up there and left a bullet in there. So you want to check it a few times and make sure it's safe. And on that, please subscribe, please watch our videos.